We know that there's always goodies in the attic. When people move out, especially in a foreclosure situation, something like that, I don't want to say there's always goodies, but there's always something up there.
This was in the house. This is this is an amazing find. Junk removal, amazing find. So junk removal on a house, and this is what we found.
All right, we're going, and we're just going to go check on a couple jobs here. When Hurricane Helene came in, it flooded one of the properties that we have Airbnbs, and this property got about I think it got about 10 inches or 20 inches, between 10 and 20 inches of water in it. So we're going to go check that out, and then while we're still in Bonita, there's another job. These guys are doing a junk removal. We're just going to check in on that and see if there's any goodies in that one, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, so we're on our way down to look at that property that got flooded, and I'm going to run by this one I have over here on Somerset. This is another one of our Airbnbs. I want to look at the backyard and see if we've been having some problems with the mowing guy, and we just want to see if he's cleaning this yard up the way he's supposed to. So, all right, here it is up here, and I'm literally going to pull back into the backyard. So this is the one we bought and we totally renovated it, and it's about 3 miles from the beach. Yeah, this don't look bad. We go for the old Florida style. That's what we're looking for. The grass back there, that's a little messy. I'm going to have to get on him about that. So he has a tendency that if we don't poke him every now and then, he has a tendency to get lazier and lazier. The front of this looks great. That side doesn't look so great. Oh, and I forgot about this one thing. The neighbor's fence has fallen down, and we need to make a decision about what we want to do with that. If we want to just replace their fence. You see it there on the ground. Yeah. So I don't know if we want to replace their fence or just eliminate it. I'm going to call Logan. I think we should just eliminate it. It's so rotten, it's going to fall down. And it really doesn't make that big of a difference. It's not it's not hiding any focal point of their house, like the front door or anything. So let's see. All right, now we're heading down by the Imperial River, and we're going to go see how far along the guys are on this one. So that Hurricane Helene hit, when was that? Like 5 days ago. So we've already stripped stuff out and fixed three of our units. They had very minor damage, and now we're working on this one. This is the last one. So I had 4 total get flooded. 3 of them was very, very minor. The back lanais got water, and they're 6 inches lower than the floor. And inside the units themselves, they just got a little bit of water, not enough to really mean anything. Didn't even travel more than a couple feet under the front doors and that. So we lucked out on that. The lanais, though, we had to take the drywall off. I think we went up about a foot, and then we replaced that and painted it and put it all back together. So this is when you're using the same colors, the same boards, the same stuff. You're using the same thing in every one of your units. It makes it really easy to match stuff. So, sorry, thank you, Hurricane Helene, for creating damage for me. I've had enough of hurricanes for a while. That's 4 water events in 2 years. You had Hurricane Ian, which pummeled us, punished us. You have Hurricane Adalia came in right after that, and it was just kind of a minor flood event for the beach, and it did throw, I know it threw the roof off of one of those complexes, those big apartment condo complexes on the beach across from Publix. So it did do some damage. Then came Debbie, and Debbie was a flood event, but not nearly the flood event that Helene. Now Helene came in, and Helene actually ran water from one side of the island all the way across the other side of the island. enough that we're trying to figure out where all the sand went. This is an old Girl Scout fishing camp, and this property that we bought was sitting empty for 20 years. This guy he's going to get around to it. He's gotten older. We basically bought it from him, and he lives up in Kentucky. So, but anyway, we totally renovated this place, and then it flooded in Ian before we had it finished, and now it's flooded again. So I have a picture of this water here on from the Imperial being all the way back where we're at right now. So it's this white house over here, and let's go check it out, and let's see. So, all right, so the water was like here. The water was all the way to the floor on that one, never got inside of it. The water did get in the inside of this one. So we're about 50 foot from the Imperial River. Yeah, they got it blocked. Let's go around the other way. What do you think, Jet? Is this a cool place?
I just did the AC, all right?
Yeah, we did put new AC in the ups, and then every one of these down through here, we put new split units in. Holy cow! This used to be a nice place. Hello. So we're just checking it out. They're filming. What do you think, guys? It's like a boomerang. You guys just constantly are rehabbing them, and then rehabbing them again, and then rehabbing them again.
Brother.
You got it, buddy. Ain't that the truth? And I bet you're really excited you get to put a really nice kitchen in here, huh?
Yeah, we get
a shaker setup.
About that.
Was this one from the shop?
Yes.
That's awesome. So we get to repurpose something.
Yeah. I made this one out of parts.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how much water got in here?
About 10 inches.
10 inches. So are you going to go ahead and change your receptacles out anyway, just to be sure? You did it?
They got green tape over them.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
Yeah, that way they don't corrode.
Being proactive. So the vanities got ruined as well?
Yes, sir. They swell. You know, if it's not hardwood, they just swell and blow out.
Yeah, so what else? Anything else in here? So you guys had just switched this over to a normal HVAC system, and then this happened.
Yep. But the AC works great.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Logan was saying...
Just finished up at Imperial. Did you see it?
No. So what happened at Imperial?
At Imperial, you remember how the lanais are lower than
Yeah.
the house? So
Yeah.
the water came up just enough to come into the kitchen, just a little bit, just enough to make a puddle.
Okay.
But then it filled the lanais.
So
Cut the drywall.
got
It didn't have
replaced it.
insulation in it, and we had put treated, you know, for our for our nailers.
Yeah.
So all we had to do is just cut the drywall, dry it out. We bleached it just as a precaution, and then put the drywall back and painted it up.
All right. Awesome.
It looks like it never happened.
That's
All
awesome.
clean and-
So we had 4 flood. We got 3 back online, and then
This will be back on soon, yeah.
you're pretty far along on this.
Yep.
Where's Steve again?
He's finishing up. He's hooking up the washing machine and dryer
I see it.
at Imperial. They
All right,
just
gentlemen.
Just finished painting.
You see, Cliff was at the shop this morning.
Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
knew he was going to be, but then I didn't hear it
Yeah.
anymore, so I didn't know if maybe he
Yeah.
decided he didn't feel like it.
Well, he lucked out, man.
Oh, it's just the goodness of God that, you know, he didn't die.
Wasn't
Yeah, definitely. He's a good dude.
wasn't his time. Praise God. You know,
That's right.
I would have missed him a lot.
Oh my gosh, it would have been horrible.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. We'll see you later. Thanks for being on our film.
So did you get yours cleaned back up?
Yeah, I had Jamel and them guys come over and do it, and then I'm gonna have to get the tarp repaired. It's got 2 of those tabs have been pulled off.
Did Logan tell you what happened that day?
Yeah, it's all good.
I know, it was ridiculous, but my helper's name is Dave.
Yeah.
And I was driving and
Your
busy
helper.
in Indiana. One of the guys that I trained,
Oh.
he texted me, wanted to know how the weather was. Well, I thought you had flown to Indiana to be with Angie, so I thought you were talking to me. So,
Eric, it just tells me one thing, you're losing your mind.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's all good. That looks good too.
Yeah.
I guess we're keeping up with that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, all right guys, we'll see you later. We got to run back over there. All right, so back on, let's go check out this junk removal down the street. All right, here we go. This area right here had, when Hurricane Ian came in, it had 5 foot of water in all of these buildings over here. This building right here, that blue one, it had water all the way up to the top of its windows. So we actually cleaned this lot up for this guy. It was a real mess. And I can't believe, maybe he had it sodded. It looks nice. So that whole complex over there, we own that. Now this end of the street is flooding. Every time there's a storm, it's a flooding. Or the majority of times when there's a storm, it's flooding. These are all Gulf access through here. Mike let us know he's on his way to this junk removal, and we're going to go check that out. And then we'll go see, I don't know what's next. So this one, these are Airbnbs that got damaged from Hurricane Helene flooding. This whole street, Logan said, there was water up to his hood. He was driving through here during the hurricane.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike is down at Home Depot. He's heading that way.
Okay. We're on
I have a contractor who's begging me to meet him down the street real quick. So.
Okay, well see you there when we get there.
Do you need me there for a minute or no?
No.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Okay.
All right, bye. So if you look on this building, you'll see where the water got to on the building. So the water got just barely to the stoops. So this water came from this canal. So that's a Gulf access canal. You get in that, we have a little kayak launch on this one. And when I came by here, that kayak launch was way up. So it flooded all the way back over to the house, and it went into the lanais. So let's go check it out, see how the guys did on this. So these are both the back lanais that got flooded. So it looks like Eric's pretty much on the ball. So what he did is he probably already had them pressure wash this building. So these guys are used to dealing with this coastal stuff. So in here, I don't know if anybody's staying here or not. So just look in there. So basically we had water up in there about 10 inches. And they already took it out, cut it, put it back together, painted it, and it's done. So right here's your watermark on this one. You see it? So let's walk around the front and see if we can walk into the other one. So, you know, bing, bang, boom. We got these three back up running pretty quick. Truly a blessing. We have such a good team. We're lucky and blessed and thankful for all these guys. So I'm gonna go over and check out this other one. Hey, are you in here? Jen? Okay, well, anyway, this one here, this one did get a little bit of water in it, so we've already cleaned it up. The couch was a mess on that one. That's not a preferred couch, but we had an extra couch. That's a sleeper couch. And this is, yeah, this is nice. Doesn't smell bad in here or anything? No? Okay. I always have to ask because I can't smell anything. All right, let's go around and check out this this other unit. Take a look and see how they did on it. Jennifer! Is there anybody staying here right now?
Sir?
Is there anybody staying here right now?
No, they're all empty.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, so this one, when I got a picture of it, it had a little bit of water right here. It wasn't even up on the, it's just something that spilled in, which is really cool. So we didn't get water intrusion. And then back in here, Steve's working on hooking up the washing machine and the dryer. So this flooded in here, so we switched those out. So this flooded up to about here. You can actually see the reflection in the drywall. So we took it out, repaired it, and put it back together, and we changed the receptacles out just to make it work.
Now, is there a type of material that can be used instead of drywall that would, you know, for places that flood like that?
Yes, that green board that we used is something that can get wet and can dry, and is anti mold. It's mold resistant. You could put hardy board, but you still have to do the work. And the thing about it is, if you're set up for it, these are not big deal. That's not a big deal to us. Right. Now, if I have to take out the bathrooms and stuff like that, now that's a big deal. But just to go around this whole house and take a certain amount of drywall off and put it back in, it sucks. But we already have tile. We planned for it that way. We're using wood baseboards and stuff like that, so we just take it off, put it back together, and off you go.
Okay, well that sounds good, because, you know, I think people always wonder, you know, well, if it happens a lot, you know, what
it shouldn't happen a lot. So 1964 was the last time we had a big hurricane like Hurricane Ian. So 1964, this is 2024. So that's a long time. Now we've had 4 water events on Fort Myers Beach that caused flooding. That is terribly unusual. Not normal at all.
Okay.
So
all right.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then let's head on back over there. Those guys are on their way. All right, we're gonna go check on this junk removal now. It's right here in Bonita as well. Here we go. Let's talk about hurricanes again, okay? When the hurricane hit here, Hurricane Ian, Angie and I were staying over in one of the Airbnbs over here. We evacuated our house. There was water all the way up, and it was inside of this master bait and tackle. The water is a mile from here, and there was 2 foot of water in that building right there. So that's how much water we got on Hurricane Ian. So this last hurricane, if you're not on one of the barrier islands and that, I don't know how much you were affected. I know that once Helene got up into the main part of the country, it wreaked a lot of havoc. It had a lot of storm water, and it flooded everything. I think it broke a dam and a whole bunch of other things. It was washing out mountain roads, and these people couldn't get out. They couldn't get out of their town. And then some of the towns were flooded to the point where, you know, now this house is completely submerged. It's unbelievable, these storms, how powerful they get, and it's all because the Gulf water is warmer. The thing that I keep hearing this in the comments, a lot of people making comments about these storm videos we put out, and they keep talking about you shouldn't build on sand. Well, all of Florida is a sandbar, so you're building on sand everywhere here. You know, whether you should or you shouldn't, everybody, that's where we're at. The reason they don't have basements here is if you dig 3 feet down, you end up with you're into the water table that quick. So you can't really, if you put keeping the basements dry would be almost impossible. So the other thing that I keep hearing people talk about is we shouldn't be building, I'm talking about the shifting sands. So the sands, here's our truck. That's funny. I love this, where we're running around all day long. We see our trucks go by. We saw that go by earlier. Now we're seeing it again. That's a rock hauler. And what they're doing right now is the Margaritaville down there and on the beach got flooded, and it brought with it a lot of sand. And there's a lot of sand in their parking lots, so they have to get rid of it. So they called us up. We have a contractor buddy. They called us up, and he said, "Hey, you want the sand? I got the contract to do this. If you want the sand, I'll just give you the sand." So for us, that's good because we're filling in a couple pools right now on Fort Myers Beach, and then we need some sand for some stuff that we're doing at Logan's house. So, you know, and that's like $200 to $300, $400, $500 a load. So that's one of the benefits. So what happened? God, I keep losing that train of thought.
I just start fresh.
Keep losing the train of thought about what people are talking about on the beach.
You're talking about the
Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so this is something that I hear over and over and over, okay? I don't know where it's coming from, and it must be a common theme on the internet, but I'm hearing it frequently. They're talking about the sea levels rising, okay? All right, I hear what you're saying. However, when you look at my house and where my house is and where the water level is and where it has been since 1974, my next door neighbor, you know, he's my historian on this. It's not any different than it was when he moved in. So now my neighbor's building a new house. He built a higher seawall by 2 feet. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand the logic there. Probably because of potential rising of the sea level. It doesn't do him any good, honestly, because all the other seawalls are lower around him, so it creeps around it anyway. But what I'm getting at is I'm not seeing the seawall, the sea level, in a practical sense. I'm not seeing it at my house. It's not. My house is about 50 foot away from the water, so. I don't know what to say about that. So if Al Gore was right 20 years ago or 25 years ago, if he was right, where we're at right now would literally be 20 foot underwater. And guess what? It's not. So am I saying there's climate change? Absolutely. Is there enough to create a problem? I don't know. I'm not seeing it, at least on my seawall. So here we are. This is a junk removal. We're going to go in and check it out and see if there's any goodies. So that's it. I'm going to get parked. All right, so here we are at this junk removal. my trailer hitch sticks out about 6 inches. I bumped his car. Oh. All right, well, let's go check this out. What's up, gentlemen? Nacho! So, can I get you to come in here and help me with some stuff? All right. Is he going to back in here? Here's one of the things the guys always got to deal with. We got this big rig we got. Big when you consider it residential, and you've always got to be able to get your dump trailer and your van up inside of the garage, into the driveway. Let him go up some more. Let him come back some more. You need that end to come back down.
Good.
Yeah, that's probably good. Let's go see if there's anything that was left behind on the outside. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to walk around and see if there's anything they left on the outside, if there's a grill or pool equipment. You just never know, bicycles. Sometimes there's nothing. So typically in a foreclosure situation, they already cleaned all this stuff out. I don't know the whole story on this one. So, all right, so there you go. There's some more goodies. So we're going to get a grill. And we're going to get all this patio furniture. You know what? That's got to belong to the owner. He said he's having a storage problem, so that's got to be his. There is no way that was left here. So let me look in here, see if there's anything in here. That's locked up. All right. Oh, there's a shovel. There's my depth perception with these glasses on. Some cans. I want to keep all that stuff. I don't know if this guy's going to turn this into a rental or what. So this property right here, a guy bought this. He bought this out of foreclosure, and we're doing a junk removal for him. Possibly we're going to end up doing the demo on the entire house for him. So we're just really walking through and just seeing we actually got here at the same time the crew got here. So this is something that we could repurpose for sure. This tabletop right here, probably could sell that. We could sell that. All right, I don't think there's nothing in here. All right, nothing in here. All right, that we'll bring that back if we end up getting it, if we end up doing the demo here. And then this in here, nothing, just a fan, nothing big. All right, now let's go back here. So basically the deal with the junk removals is we give them a really good price and we get to keep whatever we find. So that chair is something we can resell. We could resell this. Okay, so there's some really nice looking stuff in the garage. I called Taylor and asked him what was going on with that. He said anything that's in the garage that's covered up with plastic or that's under the cushions and stuff in there, this is stuff that this guy owns, and he has a storage problem, so he put it here until this gets renovated. So this will be ours too, so I don't know what it is, but it's left here. So anything that's here belongs to us.
Yeah, you might want to check this out real quick.
Come on, let's come in here. Yeah? What do you got?
A little something up here.
You heavy?
What do you think it is?
Oh, no.
All right, go put it on the counter in there.
Something else too? This one got a little weight on it.
Oh, there you go. That's hopeful. Mucho dinero.
Top it off. Got one of these.
All right.
We always use that.
Yeah. What do you got?
A little something up here. It's a lot of boxes over there.
Oh, so there are boxes over there?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Ruger, that's a gun, so it's empty. Nothing in that. Anything else? Another one, that looks like another gun box. Yeah? Same thing, I wonder if this guy left any guns here. No, these are just boxes. Yeah, there's no weight to that either. Oh man, that's interesting. What are those? These are gun boxes, right? You know anything about guns?
No.
No? Well, what you do with a gun is you point it at somebody
I know.
and you pull a trigger.
Be careful, it's up.
Oh, there's another one here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. These are just the guns cases. All right. So basically all the appliances in the house are staying here. Let's see if we found something decent. It looks like we did, because if it's got, see, this is not, I don't want to say it's common, but it's something that happens, and I find it all the time. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't know what this is. I don't know if there's a key to it. No, there's no key. Holy cow, look at that. Ain't that something? Look at that, Jet. Feel that. Is that heavy? Wow, look at that. Wonder what this stuff is. This is heavy, also heavy. Looks like somebody left behind their corn collection. I guess when you go through a foreclosure, you probably should get up in the attic and get your coin collection out. All right, so.
There's a bald eagle in here.
Wow, this is unbelievable. Look at this. Look at all this money. This is foreign money, Singapore. Ultramarino, Benco Nacio, I don't know what that is. Here's some $1 bills, really old, $2 bills, $2 bills.
$2 bills with red is valuable.
$2 bill with red, I've never seen one of them before. Wow, this is crazy. This is why I love the junk removal business. You just never know. What do you think about that, Jet? Is that cool or what?
Yeah.
So that is way cool. So what are these? So you got, so there's about 15 or 20 of these, and these are silver coins, 1964. If they're 1964 older, they're 90% silver. So I don't know how much money's here. Look at this. Let's see what this is. We're gonna have to get someone to value all this stuff. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I think
What do you think? Tell me how much that weighs, Jet. Holy cow!
about 10,000 weight.
I'll be darned. So, yeah,
That weighs 10,000.
there's just all kinds of different coins. These are a lot of pennies. There's a whole bunch of pennies. Yeah, I saw a penny the other day on the internet. Somebody got like $400,000 for a penny. I can't imagine. I wonder if any of these are that rare. So this was somebody's coin collection that they left behind. So look at that. That's all pennies.
I found this coin.
So that's a wheatback penny there. What is it? What year does that say? Look at these are really, really, really old.
36.
36, 1936. Can you guys see what year?
No, I don't have my glasses.
Yeah.
But these are all dated. 1948.
Yeah, 1948.
19.
So we got that. We got these that are in their pack. Look at this. This is all silver.
Ooh. So what's the value of silver going for right now? It's a lot more than whatever that.
I remember when I used to do a lot of eBay a long time ago, like a quarter was worth like 30 bucks if it had all silver in it. I don't know what it's worth. I have no idea. I have to look all this stuff up. But I'll tell you what a find. What a find. You know, and I am so glad we clarified. I said, everything left is ours, right? He said, right. And guess what he said it on? A text. So, okay, these are all nickels. This one here is the that Indian head nickel. Wow. So how many times does something like this happen? Rare. Probably.
How many times do you go up in the attic?
But I find valuable stuff in the attic all the time. That one house we just did, that $4 million house, there were some nice surfboards and stuff up there. There was some nice hiking gear, and there was some nice bicycle rims. Those things are all, looking them up on eBay, are worth money.
What are you doing?
These are all Indian head nickels.
Huh. I've not seen one of those in a long time.
Maybe I can go.
And these are just regular nickels.
Dad, you have to let me take your money now.
So this is there's a bunch of coins, but they're not silver. They're newer. They're 1972 and newer.
What were you just found in the attic?
What do you think of that, Talon?
Thinking I'm getting a bonus.
Look at that. Look at this. This is all,
$2 bills.
Yeah.
look at this. This is all silver.
The guy was talking about if they have a
Look at that.
valuable.
Those are all silver, 1964 and older, which makes them worth, I used to sell them for $30 a piece on eBay. So I don't know what they're worth now. So we're going to find that out. So all right, there you go. One find.
Now we can go to sleep.
So that's it. So we'll pack this stuff up into my truck, and I'll put Angie on it, and we'll find out what all this stuff's worth. All right, wow, that's freaking crazy. I cannot believe that we found that stuff. I wonder what that's worth. I wonder if it's worth 5 grand or 10 grand or 15 grand. I don't know. But you know what? You just never know. I found all kinds of crazy stuff over the years. All right. This is one of those situations where you really, it's like your dream situation. You're looking at you're always hoping that you're going to find something like that, like a stack of money or a bunch of diamonds or something like that. I mean, you all watch movies. So in this case, we found a coin collection that was left here by whoever got foreclosed on. And, you know, the junk removal rules are, once it's on my truck, it's mine. So in this case, we do these things for people, and everybody's trying to get it done for cheap. And I'm always in distress situations. There's always a chance that there's something valuable that's been left behind. It's almost always in the attic. So in this case, guess what? So this is a 1 in a 20,000 demos or junk removals. So I don't know what it's worth. We're going to find out. I'm going to have Angie look it up, and it's a truly amazing find. I'm pretty freaking excited. I can't wait to call Logan. So pretty much, I've got an appointment I need to go to this afternoon. So this is going to be kind of a short walkthrough video. So, you know, been doing this junk removal thing for 17 years, and I have found some crazy stuff. I remember one time I threw a bag of, like a garbage bag, they're called contractor's bags, really thick bag, and I threw it up onto the dumpster, and I heard some clanking. Well, I opened it up, I got back up in the dumpster, pulled it out, opened it up. Well, there was a bunch of paper money in there that was in little plastic sleeves, and there was about $50 in silver dollars. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I have had stuff like this happen. I had one time I found $5,800 in a piece of furniture that was sitting in my shop for 2 weeks. We didn't have the key to it. We couldn't find the key. And then one day I walked by and somebody had put the key in the keyhole. Well, I looked in it. I was curious because this lady, we were told when we did the clean out, she was hiding money everywhere. Well, the guy we did the job for, I worked the deal out with him. I said, look, we get everything. No matter what's left there, you've already been through it. No matter what's left there, it's ours, right? He said, yes. Okay, well, here's your cheaper price. I did that. I do that all the time because we end up getting really expensive stuff all the time. Now, do I go back to them and say, hey, you know, I got your expensive stuff? No, I don't rub their faces in it. I don't. I just keep it to ourselves. And sometimes we get something really cool. Well, that particular situation, someone found the key hidden somewhere on this antique chest, opened it up. There was money in there. The money was all disheveled. They took a handful of it. I don't know how much they took, but there was $5,800 and $100 bills sitting in my warehouse in this piece of furniture for like a month. I don't know how long it was there before I found it. I don't know how long the key was in there. So, but things like that do happen. Now, not very frequently, but they do happen. So at any rate, if you like the content we're bringing you, what we're doing is we live in a crazy market. We are a luxury interior demolition, a luxury junk removal company. We do building teardowns, we do concrete cutting and stuff like that in this very fancy market, and we get to experience and see stuff that a lot of people don't get to see. So we're just bringing that to you because we think it's interesting. We think it's crazy interesting. And then what we do is we take these houses apart and we take windows out and stuff like that on these perfectly good things when people are tearing down houses or renovating, and we take that stuff and we bring it back to our warehouse in Bonita. It's called www.reuseitpros.com, and we repurpose that stuff. So what we do is we give the customer a better deal because we're getting stuff we can repurpose. We turn around and give you a better deal if you buy it. So you can buy a $50,000 kitchen cabinet set that was put in 15 years ago, that's solid wood, soft close, beautiful, maybe not exactly the right color. You know, you can get that for $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 in our warehouse. It's amazing. We sell 1,500 kitchen cabinet sets a year. We sell about 2,000 vanities a year. We sell about 1,500 refrigerators a year, and about half of them are Sub-Zero, Viking, all this high-end stuff. So it's just mind-blowing. You come from a poor background like I came from. I grew up. My dad is a straight hillbilly. And my dad and my mom, and and I just wanted something better, and I ended up here in Florida, and then came up with this really dumb idea, and here we are. So at any rate, it's Remove It Pros Demolition. We have another channel called Remove It Pros Pure Entrepreneur, and We're going to bring a book out on junk removal and another book out on how to do the demo the way we do it, with the green, doing it the green way. The green way is not taking everything straight to the dump. If you like the content we're bringing you, please subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment, let's interact, join our community. We love this. We're having a blast with it. So, you know, over the years, I've sold a lot of stuff on eBay, and every kind of different thing you can think of. A lot of times coins, sometimes certain paper money, quarters, silver dollars, stuff like that. All those silver dollars I found in that one bag, I sold all those. I think I got like, I don't know, like $50 a piece or something for them a long time ago. So my guesstimate on value here, we have not had a chance to really get into this to sell any of it, is I'm thinking about $5,000. I think on the high end, maybe 10, possibly 15. Just depends on if something in there is really, really rare. We won't know until we get into it. So, hey, thanks for watching.